Well, we just watched episode 4 of season 2 of Gotham. So what did we learn? Well, we learned that the new commissioner has come in, and he likes to fire people. That was a great sequence. The only thing that would have made it better if he said, "It's firing time!" Because he was in the Fantastic Four. What else did we learn? Well, we learned in the last episode, if I may, for a second, to lock up your daughters because Alfred is on the loose, hitting on Jim Gordon's girlfriend. This episode, we learned, lock up your daughters. Alfred is going to hit them. Not hit on them, physically hit them. And lastly, we learned that Ed Nigma needs to buy some glasses because he's been stealing the beakers to take home to drink out of. We give this guy a little bit of a raise so he can afford some glasses. Maybe that's how he started into crime, stealing beakers. Well, okay. Well, I'm Chad Perkins, and this is After Gotham.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a live show. We're allowed to have our
I
phones
totally inappropriately
It's okay. We're live,
tweeting out that we're live, you know, so.
It's fine. Hello, and welcome to After Gotham, the show that airs after Gotham. That's right, we are live. We are live on the YouTubes, streaming across to everyone into your eyeballs. And we have just watched the 4th episode, like I said, of Gotham, called Strike Force. Gentlemen, welcome.
How are you, sir?
I feel very welcome.
I'm very good. I'm very well. Very well. Cory, thanks for dressing up in your Al Borland Halloween costume a little bit early.
I have a Halloween costume ready for the show, and you guys are going to love it.
All right, good.
Just
we
wait
will be
for it.
having a Halloween
Just wait for it,
episode. Okay? Yes, we will be having a Halloween episode. Just so I've got mine coming together, Dave. Do you?
I think I'm going to dress up like that.
Yes, please. I can get you the top hat.
That'd be awesome, right?
That would be
Although
awesome.
I have to do a fake beard because I can't grow a beard.
It's real talk.
Figure it out.
It's real talk.
Asian
folks.
problems,
Wait,
okay?
wait a minute.
It's okay.
Figure it
Sorry.
out.
It's okay. Guys, Strike Force, episode 4. We've just finished up this arc of the rise of the villains, and now we've got Strike Force, and who is striking first, forcefully, is the commissioner. What'd you guys think of this episode?
Is it commissioner? He didn't really say he was. I think he's captain, maybe.
Captain.
I don't think he's the commissioner.
Well, I just know him as the commish, so I'm going to call him the commissioner
Okay,
no matter
maybe-
what
maybe
his
so,
job
maybe so.
title is. I don't know. But, Dave, first impressions.
I liked it. I liked it a lot. I think it was a pretty strong episode. I think the first 3 were so good starting out this season that it wasn't probably on par with that necessarily, but it started taking good steps towards, a good season, I think. It's establishing. It seems like it's creating more conflict early on than it did last season. I think it's defining who the people are. I love how, what's his name? Barnes, right? Barnes coming in. Captain, actually it is Captain Barnes, I think. It's Captain Barnes. Captain Barnes
commish.
comes in and, I felt like it's moving along quicker than last season. I felt like that whole academy thing, like that would have took a couple episodes for some reason. Like he would have came in and said, we're doing an academy, we're going to get some new recruits. And then it's like the next episode where we get the task force.
I'm going to organize a strike force to think about going to the academy to organize a meeting to talk about this conversation we're having right now.
Totally.
And all that's a concept. It's all in the air still.
It's all there.
But I feel like it's moving at a good pace, and I like where it's going. I really do, and I love Michael Chiklis. Yeah, I love him as an actor.
You love him as just a regular old guy.
He's
a
okay
joke.
as a regular old Joe.
Michael Chiklis impression.
But he's a good actor. I don't know if you guys ever saw. There was a show that came out, the Family of Superheroes he was in.
Yes, I did.
There was a whole season of. I can't remember the
name of it.
show.
It was.
What's the name of the show? Somebody out there.
Fantastic. I'm gonna completely.
But anyway, I like that show. I thought he was great in that show. We're good.
I know this is Gotham, but I'm gonna rip this. I don't know if you thought this or not, but amazing all the way to the last episode, and they just kind of
Yes. Yeah.
good way.
All right.
Very good.
Anyway, so this episode, I mean, you kind of hit it on the head a little. I still think it's.
I did.
I think it's still better than any other episode of season 1. So, I still I thought it was wasn't as great, but it was definitely. I did enjoy it. We got our penguin back, so that was great. But yeah, just kind of continuing to unfold about this Theo character, right? Is that his name, Theo?
Yeah, Theo Gallivan.
So his plan is unfolding, and it's coming along quickly, which is great. The task forces, I thought it was going to be MCU, but that's that's later on.
Right.
But yeah, very excited.
Well, to tell you guys about a new feature that we have here on After Gotham, now that we are amassing our behind-the-scenes crew and so forth, we're getting a little more help with this, and it's much appreciated, of course. We're actually now monitoring your tweets, and we have one up here right now from @KingDarkHeart. Of course, he says, "Hide your girlfriends, hide your daughters, hide everybody. Alfred's slapping everybody."
Yo.
Yeah, so that's,
It was incredibly violent, but I don't remember ever finding out. This was the first time. I mean, we didn't know he knew, right? We didn't know he knew that we didn't know, right? Before this, we had no idea Alfred knew.
I don't
You know what I
know.
mean?
I don't
I
know
don't think
the
so.
answer to that, actually.
I don't know.
I don't know if we
Because
need...
I think this is what I'm saying is I think this is the first time Alfred acknowledged that he knew.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
That is correct.
I wanted to be confusing. and
Yes.
say that way. No, I don't know. I mean, was he justified in slapping her? I think we could have done without that. I think, but whatever. He was angry. It was kind of his buddy, but he did stab him. So I don't know what he was that angry
Well, and I think he
about.
also just wants Selena away from Bruce.
That's true.
So I think a lot of it was just,
And then, I mean, he probably was going to forget all about her after this new
Silver St.
Yes.
Cloud.
St. Cloud.
Yes. Now let's talk
Yeah.
about her involvement in the DC universe in the comics. What do we know about her? Is this an actual character?
It is an actual character, unlike Captain Barnes. Barnes is completely, fictional or created for the show. But yes, she is not much about her. I don't really know. I haven't read that many stories about her. She's not since the New 52 started. She hasn't been really she hasn't been introduced that I know of out of the main Batman books. But she is a love interest of Batman, Bruce Wayne's, in several stories, I think, that are outside of the continuity. One that I remember was The Widening Gyre, which you mentioned, which is written by Kevin Smith and inked by Walt Flanagan. So I've read a little bit of that book. I haven't gone all the way through it, but it's a different Batman story than you're used to, obviously, from the DC universe. But she is a character in the DC universe. She's just a love interest, I think, very similar to like a Vicky Vale or something like that, But I think I read up on her real fast that she was voted like in the top 60 sexiest comic book characters or something like that. So
Here we go.
Well,
Yeah.
The beginning.
yeah, I know her from the Goldbergs.
Oh, she's in the Goldbergs.
She plays a much more toned down as far as being a
Good show. Right here.
young
Mm-hmm.
woman.
now where
Young
are we
lady.
at with?
Yes.
Is he 13 now? 14 or?
I would say he's early teens.
He's a tween?
Because he was 12, right? In
Yeah, I think
season
he's,
1 or
he's-
something
I
like
think
that.
he's 13.
13 now or something like that. So
Yeah.
he's
kind of pulling a Carl.
middle school.
He's
He's
getting
in middle
really
school
old.
now, pretty much, right?
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, can't say he's almost there, but we got a while before.
Almost there. Almost
Yeah,
where?
It's a Batman.
Oh.
Oh,
Get your minds out of whatever gutter. Anyways, I had no idea what he was talking about.
Me neither.
I still don't know what's going on. So
Oh.
Theo Gallivan
Lies.
has this master plan, which he has revealed in this one. He wants to put up giant glass buildings in the middle of Gotham. Yeah, which is going to require tearing down a lot of houses. And the caring, compassionate Penguin is not so savvy about this. Why do you think? I mean, Theo Gallivan, his own sister Tabitha is a murderer. Why did he bring in Penguin to take out his competition? And this is the mayor's race, correct?
Well,
right, mayor.
yeah,
For
he's
mayor?
trying.
Yeah.
He wants to be. Obviously, one part of his plan as of right now is to become the mayor.
Right. So,
But
why
I
do you
don't-
think? Yeah, he's bringing in the Penguin to do a murder
I
job.
don't see any. Who else he?
There's got to be
could have
something else
gotten.
afoot.
I thought that was a perfect choice. I mean, he doesn't seem to have a lot of. I mean, he recruited the maniacs. It doesn't seem like he has a lot of people. Like he's playing it pretty close to the chest, so he's using other people that are already in the system to kind of screw up everything. I mean, who else better than the Penguin to manipulate? I mean, his fingers are in everything. So, so yeah. I mean, I think he's a perfect choice. I couldn't think of anybody else. He has the resources.
Right.
Penguin had the resources. That's what I
Dave, do you think there's any other motivations behind Gallivan's bringing
No,
in
I
Penguin?
think he's just. I think he's the obvious choice because he's the self-proclaimed king of Gotham, and he has leverage. He knows he can get him to do what he wants if he has his mom. So you got to pin it on somebody, and like you said, you can. I mean, I don't know. You could go hire an assassin, just like he does, Zaz.
Yeah.
But or hell, get his sister to just do it. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Why doesn't he just get his sister to do
Yeah,
it? There's a
but
couple.
It's in the script.
There's a couple maniacs still alive. Why doesn't he send them?
Yeah, there's something there. The fact that we don't know what it is why it's getting better.
Well, now obviously the police are. They have the Penguin as a suspect now for these murders. Do you
Yeah.
think that was Gallivan's plan all along, that he would somehow there'd be an eyewitness or something that would get the police going after him?
I don't know because he can't unless he plans on killing the Penguin, because the Penguin can easily just tell Gordon like, "Hey, Gallivan's the one that told me to do this, and he's got my mom or whatever." So
Yeah.
Very slippery slope. Very
Yeah,
slippery slope.
I don't know if that was the intent. I think the intent was to. I think right now the intent is to kill these guys, become mayor, and start this process, and somehow I don't know.
I mean, as of right now, he's tying up loose ends. I mean, he doesn't really have a lot of people to. Besides, I guess the guy in the jail who got taken away during the bus. But he's all about trying to defer attention away from him. So, I mean, I just think that I thought it was a beautiful move and a very intricate game of chess. You know what I mean? Like, I think he's very good. I think he's doing very well at it so far. No one seems to suspect him. But yeah, it's a very slippery slope because, yeah, Penguin could just as easily say that, but then, you got to think, like, well, he doesn't want to endanger. Because I tell you why they didn't return the mom was because if he'd returned him, Penguin probably would have just done that or tried to kill him. That's the only leverage he has against him. But
Totally.
Penguin's going to end up snapping.
He's
And he's going to whatever.
He's definitely going to.
I hope this really turns Penguin.
Yeah, totally.
Turns
Totally.
Penguin just.
I think
dark.
the actor who's playing Theo Gallivan is a very good actor.
Yeah,
But when
he looks cool.
But when he is obviously faking it, like after the attempted assassination,
Yeah.
and he stands up, he
yeah.
becomes the worst actor in the world.
Yeah.
I guess they're directing.
I
him
liked
to
it,
do
yeah.
that. This episode, by the way, directed by our good friend T.J. Scott, who doesn't know us, but I still call him. It's our boy, our boy, T.J. Scott. And always a great job when he directs.
What?
But
Interesting question.
we have a question. Does Zaz work for anyone else? Who does number 2 work for?
Who does?
Does that work for anyone else?
I think Zaz works for
That's a good question.
whoever the biggest gangster in Gotham is. And right now that's the Penguin. And I think if Gallivan rose to that level, I think he would work for him until eventually, I don't know, tell me this, Dave, or Cory, or anyone, Harley. In the comics, is he always working for someone who hires him?
I've never seen him ever work for
no,
anybody.
not that I know of.
Okay.
No,
So he'll eventually become
I was just about to say that.
Zaz that we know.
Well, I was just about to say that he's normally just that psychotic
They'll
murder.
They'll just pop in. I feel like every now and then to fill, page filler. Every kind of thing. I mean, he'll pop.
But he's always killing people because
Yeah.
he's obsessed with marking himself.
Mm-hmm.
So basically he's just randomly, not randomly, but he's just murdering people, and then obviously Batman just has to capture him, throw him, and mark him, and then eventually he'll get out.
Arkham,
kind of like in the Nolan,
Blackgate,
he gets caught, and then eventually something happens to Arkham, and he gets free, and then he's got to eventually pick him up again. And he's not. As far as what I've been reading, he's not been a really huge prominent character. He's always that kind of
Yeah.
secondary Batman character. But
That, by the way, I should mention was from another fan of the show, Sergeant Merca, who tweeted us that question. I do believe.
chatted probably.
Or chatted. Whatever. We got asked, and this is live. This is coming through the air, and you're like thousands of miles away, and we're hearing it. And
On the line.
Come
on the line.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on. Let's talk about Ed
Come
Nigma.
on, man.
Ed Nigma.
Besides
Edward E. Nigma.
the problem that he's stealing beakers from the GCPD to put, I hope he washed those before
Michael
he had
Chiklis,
like
hey,
wine in it.
he's
Let
gonna
me
get
ask you
him.
this: how can he afford such a pimp apartment on his salary at the GCPD?
Because he's saving money by buying glasses. You were saying earlier he doesn't buy
By not
anything.
buying glasses?
That's what I meant. Yeah, he steals
Yeah.
he steals all the stuff from GCPD. So yeah.
Okay.
That's true though. It's very nice. Not as nice as our place, but
No.
we're on the top floor. I don't know if you can hear the rain, but
Yeah. Well,
always rains in Gotham. What are you gonna
it
do?
always does.
What are you gonna do?
It increases the atmosphere.
Very
of
true.
the-
The ambiance.
of the place.
It's weird because I don't. Never mind. I'm not gonna rain.
No. He finally got the girl. Well,
no rain.
kissed her anyway. And this was all thanks to his alter ego, his more forward side. So do you think this is just going to support that fact and he's going to start letting him in more?
Absolutely. He seems to get more of what he wants. I think he's gonna start seeing that with the other guy.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And then there's that.
Can we zoom in on the
Can we
on
get
the
a close up
brows?
of these brows here?
No?
I don't know.
Yes?
Can we-
No?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, good.
Just look straight. Just get real close to the camera.
Well,
Sit right
speaking
to
of
your thumb.
Zaz, and I didn't even mention this, he actually got shot, which I think is the first time we
He
saw
gets
that.
shot.
Saw that happen. And he didn't.
I thought
didn't
he was
finish,
going down. Yeah.
Didn't finish the guy. Didn't finish the other
No.
mayoral candidate.
Hobbs.
Yes,
Yeah, Strike Force won.
Strike Force did win.
They won one.
Strike Force.
They won the first battle.
A,
Yes.
Alpha.
Yes, Strike Force
Yep.
Gotham.
It looked good. They looked very smooth. They seemed. What's her name? Josie got
Yeah.
hit, but the Kevlar saved her.
Yeah.
They were all happy about that.
Kevlar did.
But they know they can hurt Zaz, and knowing it's half the battle. Right? Yeah.
So if
see?
we had that
Yes.
graphic, that'd have been.
This
that'd be
G.I.
good.
Joe
No, that's
reference
not-
brought
that's
to you by
G.I. Joe.
David Connolly.
The more you know. Yeah, G.I. Joe did that as well.
Well, it wasn't
No.
the more you know. It
That was NBC.
Oh yeah,
Joe.
G.I. Joe. Right, you're right. Yeah. That's right.
Come on.
I don't
Dude,
think you
I
were
don't
even
know.
born yet
I
when
was
we were
born, I
watching
just-
that, so don't
whatever.
worry about it.
Whatever. It's live. We're live.
Right. So Penguin, straight up, killed a girl, killed a lady.
Really
Stabby,
crazily.
stabby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you notice? I kind of felt like he was having remorse for it because, she said, "I'm a mom," and he was like, "I have one too." So it was either he was thinking about his mom or he just was really conflicted about killing someone who had done nothing to him. Which do you think it was?
I think he just straight up stabbed her because I don't know if he felt any remorse. It didn't seem like he stopped for a second for dramatic effect, I think, but I don't know.
A little quiver in his voice.
A little. I think he knew he had to do it.
Yeah, but I'm not sure. I don't think he wanted to do it.
Yeah,
yeah, but-
obviously.
I mean, I think he's doing what he has to do, in order to get his
His
mom
man.
back. I mean,
Mhm.
so I don't know. It was good acting on his part to show that. I think to illustrate that. I think that was the whole thing about showing his face. I don't want to do this, but I got to do it, and I'm gonna kill you.
And stab you in the neck several times. Yes.
Yeah.
I like how they did it though. I mean, I do. I don't know if hopefully you guys watch a lot, but I like the especially lately, the full front. I mean, like last episode, that guy just stabbing that homeless guy and then turns over and stabs his buddy. Like just seeing that's just like whoa, you know. And that's a new thing I think for this season. Besides last season, once or twice things getting kind of whatever. But
Right.
I liked the fact they didn't do it this time and they went with like the shadow and stuff. I thought that saved some face for Penguin. You know what I mean? Like we're okay with him doing this because he's helping his mom. Maybe it filtered that somehow, but But I don't know. I liked it. I liked, especially the very end. I liked the silhouette.
It went very, very comic book there at
Probably
the end.
was my
the
favorite
silhouette
shot, yeah.
of his crooked nose,
His nose
his
and-
penguinness.
See, I hope this needs to bring him
absolutely.
This needs to take him to the brink. It needs to make him. There's no going back from this. He needs to completely lose himself and not be because we really haven't seen it. I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen. He hasn't really been he's still kind of as awkward sometimes in the role. I think in his position. I think Penguin to me was always very composed in the sense of he never quivered. He never did any of that stuff. He was either docile or angry and spitting and just, eating a fish. Let me put that on there. Yeah.
Right. Well, I think we have another fan comment from the live stream, we'll say. This is from Sergeant Merca. He says, does this series have to end with Bruce becoming Batman, or can this be a show about Gordon? Could we just go to Robo Batman?
Like what it is right now?
What it is right now, right. Yeah, so does this have to end with Bruce becoming Batman, or can it just be a show about Gordon? I think that's what the show was always advertised as, was Gordon's TV show. This is Detective Gordon, Officer Gordon, Jim Gordon's show.
I'll say about it.
It's before Batman, it's before Riddler, before Poison Ivy, it's before Catwoman. But we're always talking about everyone else.
Well, I don't think it definitely can't go to Robo Batman, because how do you get to Robo Batman without a Batman?
Right.
Because Robo Batman is there to replace Batman that apparently dies.
Right.
So I don't think. I think it has to end with Batman, becoming Batman. But
so it's going to take the Smallville route. Once he puts on the tights.
I mean, that's what we actually been
series
told.
over.
I think, right? I mean, we've been told.
I don't know.
I thought the plan was the series was going to end with him kind of donning the cowl.
I'll argue that real quick though about it being about Gordon. I think it's kind of just a technicality of the fact that he's on the show in the sense of this is before all them. Gordon was there before everybody, I guess, especially in this sense. So I think by default, I don't know if it's about Gordon. You know what I mean? I think it's like it said before all this and the rise of all this stuff. And
I mean, the show is called Gotham.
Right.
It's really about the city and how
exactly
messed up it gets.
Yeah. Right. So.
Well, it's pretty messed up already.
It's pretty messed up.
So
it's getting more messed up. It's getting more messed
by
up.
the episode.
By the episode. It's almost like they're trying to lure us along
almost like it's
some
scripted.
It's like every time we tune in, something's happening and something's going down. And there's like a case and there's credits at the end.
All these question marks and
I don't understand.
And cat bars,
and commercials,
penguin lounges.
I don't get it. I feel like we're being
crazy.
Roped into this.
Something.
Sometimes I wonder.
Knock it off. Whatever's going on here. Knock it off. Missing my. I almost went Family Guy.
Oh, geez, we got a long one here. Bat Gordon. How to make an appearance, or what is life?
Has to make an
what
appearance.
What is life? It does say, or what?
I'm having to like.
Is this a deep? Is this a deeper question?
Is this
King
real life?
Darkheart?
Has to make an appearance.
Yeah.
I'm thinking we get the real Penguin come the end of this season. The ruthless mob boss who doesn't know sympathy for others. I would agree with that. I think that Penguin is coming. And we've heard now that the Penguin's dad is coming on, which is Paul Rubens. It's Pee-wee, and there you go. My bike.
I don't make like it's just training.
Something like that, right? Is that what it says? I don't know.
Daddy.
So Really weird thing. Really weird thing is that Paul Rubens. This is the second time. This is the second time he's been Penguin's dad.
Dad, did you know this?
This is the
What?
second time.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
I didn't
Can I
know
tell you, Ace
this.
Ventura? Well, he was Penguin's dad in Batman Returns.
He was Mr. Cobblepot in Batman Returns.
Yes, sir.
Well, that's probably why they picked him.
Check your IMDb.
Yeah, it wasn't until he showed me. I was like, what?
I remember that.
But
yeah.
apparently, I don't think he said it. Does he say it? Yeah, he does say something.
I think he had
He says
one
something conversation where it's like,
yeah.
we have to. This is something we have to do. Or
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah. She says he may have
But
actually
he
only
is,
like.
He is. Pee Wee Herman is Penguin's.
His Batman.
Penguin's father already. He has
Wow.
been Penguin's father already.
Wow.
That's cool though.
Yeah, I think it's. I mean, I think it's an obvious choice. It was pretty cool when you see the picture where they have, they have them. They have. You've seen the art where it has Penguin and then the mom and then.
Yes.
I mean, he looks like
does.
the
Yeah.
child
He does, yeah.
of those two actors. It's pretty crazy.
He does.
So,
He does.
pretty awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that will about do it. I do want to mention, though.
That will about do it already.
Yeah.
Already?
I know.
Time flies. When
Crazy,
you're
but I
having
will
fun.
mention that this episode is brought to you by Larceny Bourbon. This is what we've been sipping on this evening.
Not really.
It's not
kind of
officially,
interesting.
but
but it should be. Larceny Bourbon. When you don't like makers, but you want a wheated bourbon, try Larceny in your grocer's freezer. It's not there. It's at a liquor store.
Definitely at a liquor store.
it's pretty good though.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it is very good.
It's very good, Larceny.
Was that's one of your favorite, right, Sarah?
Larceny.
Yeah.
It's one of the favorites
And
of
it kind
our
of match with like
technical
Gotham,
director.
GCPD, Larceny. You know
Yeah.
what?
If you're Michael
Okay.
Chiklis, you like a good larceny
Michael
after a hard day's work
Can't
of
do it.
firing people and creating task forces. Task forces.
There's a God.
Test
Anyway.
forces.
Anyway,
That's so
I would
funny,
like to
Michael
thank
Chiklis.
anyone who sat on this couch. Dave Cottingham, Cory Cooley. He's at dcottingham21 on the tweets. He is at KooMasterCoo on the tweets. We are at After Gotham. I am at Chad Perkins21. We will see you next week when we talk more about Gotham. And until then, ladies and gentlemen, just let me say a little bit more slowly, as we could potentially cue things up, that I would like for you to stay frosty.